Friend, what's up, bestie? What's up, boo boo? What's up, home skillet biscuit? What it do? What it do, friend? So get in here, 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 get in here. Okay. So, friend, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody could be trying to see, are you a witch? Hold on, somebody trying to feel like, are you evil? Somebody trying to understand you. You get what I'm saying? Because maybe you do things that's not of normal, right? They trying to make sure you ain't doing nothing bad, right? And I feel like this could be somebody that's they want to court you. You get what I'm saying? They trying to make sure you ain't doing no voodoo on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And Gemini, I don't know. Or somebody feel like you doing voodoo on them. Goddamn. There could be an ex or something. Hold on, I ain't laughing at that, friend, but hear me out, friend. Sometimes we gotta laugh at our problem. Sometimes you gotta laugh at motherfuckers. Cause baby, what you do? Somebody think you doing voodoo on them. This is somebody. It ain't gonna be for everybody. Hold on, friend. My bad. Okay, so I'm writing a quote on motivational quote on my mirror, and I almost forgot I record. Okay, so it say smile every day, even on your hard days. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that can be significant for some of y'all. But friend, what I'm feeling is okay. Um, there could be somebody that could be going through some type of karma right now. Okay, but the person now I feel like there's one trying to see, are you a witch? This could be somebody else. They trying to make sure they before they come to you, they could be trying to make sure because maybe they got advice from somebody else. Maybe this can be somebody that believe in Christianity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know nothing about like other religions and other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Especially like if you watching tarot and stuff like that, you believe in tarot cards and stuff like that. I remember when I didn't know nothing about tarot cards, I asked one of my coworkers. I was like, "Do you know anything about this?" She said, you don't do that. Nah, baby, that's in the Bible. You don't supposed to watch nothing like that. And woo, 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 and woo, 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 and woo, 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 and woo, 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 right? So, I let her, have her own little, her own little thought. Get what I did? I said, okay. And get what? One thing about being friends, like even though that's why I don't like the credit. I don't care about even though you say that if I like it, I'm still gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my own research, and I feel like this is what somebody doing. They doing their own research. Yes, ma'am. They doing their own research when it come to you. Hold on. Yeah, when it come to you, somebody ain't listening to the gossip or listening to the judgment of other people. Maybe they try to get some advice from somebody else, and maybe they were like, "No, Maybe there was somebody else that were holy or Christian, religious, okay, and Christian fight and holy fight, and they're like, "No, we don't believe in it, and no, that ain't of God, and this and that, and yeah, zodiac, nah, and they riding out them, wearing out them crystals and stuff like that. They say they be demonic." Hold on, friend. Like people like, I don't know, I don't believe in all that. They watch Vampire Diaries. So maybe it's somebody older they could have listened to. I don't know. Or they got an old way of doing things. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they come from an old traditional family. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like this somebody that's curious though. You see what I'm saying? I feel like they got a mind. I feel like that curiosity is what gonna keep bringing them to you. Okay, and then now I'm writing everything is temporary. Okay, so they can be significant. Okay, my bad, y'all. Everything is temporary. Okay. You put my signature on there, then we done with them. Right? Okay, so friend. So the energy that I'm feeling is that maybe somebody can hate that they got some advice from somebody. Cause now they like, damn, like I done told this person and they done said this bad stuff about them. Or, like what if I bring this person around and they already think they demonic or witchy or some shit like that. And now like now I can't even let this person meet this person. Well damn, I might can't even date this person because it is. Like, so let me get my it's something about or there is something about like them then you meet their family because if somebody asks the family member and maybe they done showed them you or some shit and or maybe I don't hopefully they ain't showed them who you are. Hopefully they just ask them some advice and it's something about them crystals though, but maybe you wear crystals around your neck or maybe you do something that's kind of out of the ordinary. And it's got somebody like, oh, I don't know about all that. You say they spiritual. See, that's just laziness to steer themselves away from God. They just want, these young kids nowadays. That's the energy that I'm feeling, Gemini. You get what I'm saying? Well, maybe you might be asking somebody something, and it's just like you learning to not be like some of the people that you around, your environment. I feel like you getting tired of your environment. Maybe they too close-minded, friend. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all, you want to extend your vocabulary, I heard. Or like you want to know more. You might want to go back to school. You might want to do something more, friend. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't ask people. Maybe people might feel like you're gonna be like you privileged. Like, just be careful, friend. Just asking people, their advice about certain things. Or if this ain't you, this can be somebody else that's asking somebody about you and they learning. Look, no, don't never ask theirs, nothing else. Keep it keep it to themselves. And I feel like they learning it because they realizing that people people can be judgmental, you know what I'm saying? They realize I don't think they looking at they I don't know why I just heard nana or they granny as negative. I think they just looking at them like, okay, well, we got a different mindset, you know what I'm saying? They know they don't got the same mindset though. You get what I'm saying? They know they don't got the same mindset as they people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this can be a masculine for some. This ain't gonna be for everybody. Cause it can be a woman and a man that can be tired of, of like just I'm hearing some type of religious background. You get what I'm saying? A limited background. You get what I'm saying? Cause I feel like somebody is curious about you. Your life look fun. You look fun. Somebody I'm hearing let me introduce you to my shadow side or some shit like that. I don't know. Let me introduce you to my demon side or something like that, friend. I don't know why I just heard it. You get what I'm saying? I just heard it though. Let me introduce you to my demon side. So I don't know, friend, with that part. But with the energy that I'm feeling, I feel like I'm hearing you. You look pretty with no makeup. Uh-huh. You look pretty with no makeup. It's something about this person. These hoes can't fuck with you. These hoes can't fuck with you, baby. You okay? This is one of this give me the real Bunny and Clyde ass relationships. I'm not gonna even laugh around. I swear to God, this somebody that go against the odds for you. You get what I'm saying? You can be attracting somebody that will go against the odds for you. They don't give no fuck about no gossip, none of that. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, somebody's still curious about you, even though they heard all this other bullshit. They ain't got some advice, and the person told them, "Nah, when they do all that, that ain't a god," and like that's giving. No, that's I heard that's devilish. That's the devil. No, that ain't no something. We don't believe in that over here. You know what I'm saying? They say all that foolishness just to make an excuse. This new age, I don't know what to say. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like now it's just that's why a lot of them is limited. You get what I'm saying? They didn't really have a whole lot of good outcomes. Some did, friend. And that's cool having them traditional beliefs. If that's work for you, they will work for you. But especially in this new day and age, it ain't gonna work. It don't matter how throwback you want to be, friend. I remember one time I was talking to a dude and he was so old school. I'm trying my best, like, well, give him advice, like how to do whatever he doing. You know what I'm saying? One thing I cannot stand is a person that believe in gender roles all the time. Of course, I'm not trying to be no masculine ever. You get what I'm saying? But it's okay if a person of opposite gender know more educated in a certain area than you are. That don't mean that you don't got to take no advice from them, or they don't mean they bigger than you or better than you. You don't got to know everything. It's okay not to know everything, right? And he was so throwback on doing shit. It was kind of annoying. Of Because for one, I'm intuitive, friend. You get what I'm saying? I'm also observant, you know what I'm saying? So I can see what worked for you and what's not really working for you. And I was just telling him, I was trying to give him some advice. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, what if this right here worked for you? Something he was already doing, but it was just like adding a little extra to it. He was so busy trying to be so traditional and so throwback to the point it's just like, bro, at this point, you trying to be so throwback to the point, it's time, baby, you was not in back in the day no more. You get what I'm saying? No shade, no tea, but you so throwback, you trying to be so old school to the point you so stuck in your ways to the point it's coming out it's just like narcissism. Yeah, it's like he had narcissism traits to the point it's always about gender roles. If it was another motherfucking man or it was somebody that damn, I haven't said like you can always seem like he gotta be the type that gotta learn the real hard way just for him to learn it. You get what I'm saying? Which I just told you that you could have just either tried out. I ain't trying to boss you around. This your shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm knowing what working for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put you up on game. You get what I'm saying? So just saying, for example, right, friend? That person, when I tell you that motherfucker, I'm talking about like I'm suggesting like microphones, all this shit. Like, friend, I've been doing content. I'm not perfect getting content, but one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the perfectest, you know what I'm saying? But this shit I can charge for. You get what I'm saying? Because I've been a content creator for years, failing and shit. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what's working for me. Pulling 3,000 subscribers in 1 month. You get what I'm saying? Like working my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Pulling. I'm not trying to brag, friend. I'm telling you. I had over 1,600 videos on each page before I was even getting paid. And I deleted every last one of my hard motherfucking work because some of my spirit says it's time for a rebrand. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? So one thing about it, I ain't rubbed out in his face and shit. I ain't tell him none of that. But all I did, I was just like, you know what? I was trying to suggest certain stuff. But some people you just can't help, friend. And some people you just can't either give them advice or you can't ask them for advice. You get what I'm saying? Because if people gonna be so stuck in their ways, and it was just like some people can be so stubborn and doing one way, and the shit you did 5 years ago and the shit you did in chapter 1 ain't gonna work in chapter 5. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta switch it up. Even if it bruises our damn ego. This is why we go through ego deaths and shit. Because some of us, we be so stubborn to the point we think we know everything to the point we don't be open for other people help. Sometimes that's your blessing, friend. You praying for someone, you manifesting an answer, and sometimes they go a motherfucker walk and clean them. Not just saying me, I'm just saying in general, friend. An answer can come clean to you, and then boom, you or somebody either can bring you advice and give you advice, just unwanted advice, and especially like it can be, especially they don't hurt you to try or not. You get what I'm saying? Or say if you ran to thinking for an answer, and you ran to get an answer out of nowhere. Coming in your head, you know what I'm saying? Then you go ask your friend, your aunt, your granny, your auntie, your uncle, and then boom, they blow you out. They're like, nah, that's nigga. You gotta remember. Everybody ain't open. Everybody ain't got the same eyesight that you have over life, friend. The same mindset. We gonna say that. Everybody judge life from their own mindset. You get what I'm saying? And I'm learning that it's a mindset. Mindset is every fucking thing. I did not know that at first, friend. A mindset matters. Your mindset matters. And just because your mindset ain't at the place where you want to be, or you feel like somebody younger than you got more wisdom or whatever than you, or power, whatever knowledge, friend, you can learn. It ain't no competition thing. You get what I'm saying? It ain't an age thing. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we weren't blessed with the right resources. Timing is everything. Maybe it wasn't your time yet in your 20s to know the answer, to have it all figured out. Maybe it wasn't your time to have, your 30s all figured out. Maybe it wasn't your time to have your 40s all figured out. Maybe that's your testimony years. You get what I'm saying? It's so crazy. Because one thing I can say I got off a motherfucker, then one thing that I can say that motherfucker teach me, anytime motherfucker teach me, I'm always give them their flowers. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's behind the scenes or whatever, even if I call out if I fuck with them or not. One thing I can say a motherfucker I used to fuck with, an ex of mine, and gave me a point of, as in, maybe it ain't meant for you to enjoy your life, in your 20, your 30, it's something about like that. I'm not good at, being word for word. I suck at it, right? So, it's something about like, he was like, maybe it's not meant for us, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, I'm gonna say it the same way he said, maybe it ain't meant for us, to do things in our 20s and 30s or 20s. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's meant for us to live life in our 30s and 40s. You get what I'm saying? Well, I tell y'all, Gemini, a lot of y'all, you might be living your life, your best life in your 30s and your 40s, shit, even your 50s or 60s, whatever season you in there, friend. This is a new season, friend. I'm hearing something about this is your wake-up call. I'm hearing roll call, right? I'm hearing Shabuya. Shabuya roll call. My name is yeah. It's something about God can be, handing out blessings this season, friend. But you're gonna have to not get advice from other people or this other person. I feel like you can be the blessings for this other person. But if they listen to this other person, that's on them, friend. They're gonna miss out on their blessing. You get what I'm saying? God giving answers, friend. He dropping gems. And it's up for us to either we want it or we don't want it. You get what I'm saying? But one thing he ain't gonna do is force us to get it. You get what I'm saying? Especially if somebody like listening to like family, judgmental family members, people that don't never do shit for them. I feel like somebody also, whoever this person is, they could be a people pleaser. Oh, they are people pleasers, a friend. I love them though, but friend, they are people pleaser, boo. They always people pleasing. So it's okay to be kind and nice, but you gotta have a backbone, baby. You get what I'm saying? Cause it's so crazy. I was just watching my girl. I told you one of my little YouTubers I love to watch or whatever. And but I ain't gonna say it now because it was a little personal, even though she talking about it, but still, you know, um, and just talking about how family can be. It's so many people, and that's why I'm still glad I be having like the little stuff I do talk about, even though I don't like to be vulnerable like that on social media or like to be so transparent sometimes. But God always lead me to be transparent. He always make me be transparent. That's why I have to include myself when I'm telling y'all about certain things because I can only use what I know, friend. I can only, I'm saying, as in, I could go out what I experienced or what I done heard and what I done seen and shit like that, right? And this also can help somebody else, friend, because they might don't look at it from their point of view. You know what I'm saying? You never know and especially if some of your spirit telling you to say something. But she was basically just saying how family can be overwhelming. You get what I'm saying? How family can be users, you know what I'm saying? And she was talking about like a narcissistic family member. You get what I'm saying? There's money hunger. Family don't give a fuck about what you're going through and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And or stuff like that. That's why I feel like this person right here, if they don't move away from this family member, I feel like they're gonna miss out on their blessing or stop listening to other people and stop asking other people for their damn opinion about certain shit or stop caring about other people's judgment. Because to be honest with you, friend, people judge this person behind their back all the time. Maybe I ain't gonna lie, friend, look like they do kiss a little booty. You know what I'm saying? They do kiss other people a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Just so they won't feel judged and shit like that. Because maybe they afraid of judgment. Like it's like judgment from certain people though. You get what I'm saying? It's certain people that judgment that they really care about. And I feel like these people know that they care about their judgment. So sometimes people take advantage of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you just beware of people pleasers, you know what I'm saying? Or people pleasing. Because it can be you or somebody you dealing with, Gemini. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully it ain't you, and hopefully I ain't them either, but I'm feeling the energy of somebody you dealing with. So be careful of dealing with a lover that's a people pleaser, because guess what? When they're people please, they will always be obstacles, especially if it's a mama or somebody in the way. And that's not going out what I think, that's going out what I know. Friends, family, loved ones, especially if you got a man or a woman that don't know how to speak up for themselves, it would be problems. It would be problems. I dealt with some shit like that plenty a few times in life. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking I'm knowing everything from. I'm just going off experience. So hopefully it can help somebody, okay? So yeah, somebody got to break away from whatever this judgment that they heard, maybe of you or whatever they worry about somebody judging them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to grow up. They're gonna have to grow up, friend. And it's time to face that, that these people really don't. For one, they gotta look at these people's situation. These people ain't got the room to talk any damn way. And it's not about, by materialistic shit. It's just about they fuck up too. You get what I'm saying? So yes, friend, this was a little longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm just going off how long it's telling me to. Whatever I get changed, whatever coming out, I'm giving it to you, okay? So, friend, I'm here. I'm giving it to you raw. Somebody also want to do it raw with you, friend. Okay. So, friend, I hope y'all take resonate. You do not know I'm gonna talk to you later. Love you, friend.